Well, well, well. If it isn't me, Ashen Ninja, once more. And today we have Grimgor Ironbum for our legendary start guide. Now, there you go. Literally, he's got an arse plate. I want to see that again. Come on. Yeah, get off his face. That's just disgusting. Let's have a look at his arse. Anyway, so Grimgor, he's one of the greenskins. He's supposedly a da best, which he's very much not. There you go. There's his arse plate. Got to cover his arse. As his faction effect go, he unlocks hero recruitment for Black Orc big bosses in all provinces, which is kind of nice. They're actually, I think at least, a pretty decent hero to have. His War has a chance to contain Black Orcs. They're not too bad, I guess, but they've got shit melee defense. He has a plus 10 campaign movement range for all characters, and he's upkeep minus 15% for Black Orcs and bigger units that's across his faction. Lord effects wise, he's got a fair few of them as well. Leadership plus 12 for Black Orc units. Armor plus 10 for Black Orc units. Income from post-battle loot. Post-battle loot, not a ute. He doesn't drive a ute, though. If he was Australian, he certainly would. 30%. He's got the ability You're Next, and he has the army ability for Grimgor's War, which replaces a normal War. So yeah, so that's where his Wars get his Black Orcs from. So this is, of course, on Legendary, very hard Legendary, and as always, all advice can also be used in lower levels, just with less, various issues, and battles would be slightly easier, blah blah blah. Now, the problem with Grimgor Ironhide in the start guide is it's very difficult to actually get a consistent start with him. So you've got to take this with a grain of salt. You'll need to really be more reactive to what's going on. You can't just expect the AI to kind of do what you want it to. It's just one of those sorts of things sometimes. The confederations and things could be very different every single time. So it's sort of a guide, not a huge amount of guide. So yeah, it's a little difficult, this one. Alright. So to start us off, because Grimgor is one of the factions from the first game, he has the usual token battle that you get from all of the first games. So like Dwarves have one, the Empire has one, all of that sort of stuff. So basically, you want to go fight. You want to go fight him. And we've got Da Immortal's banner, which is a very nice banner. So essentially, if you're... Here we go, put it up here. So leadership is lower than 50%. Disables the banner. So otherwise, its effects are that the entities in the unit cannot die while it's active. So you keep your leadership high, you stay at maximum entities, which means you'll be pumping out maximum damage. It'll be all good. Now, I'm not going to fight this battle only because otherwise we're not going to really get through enough of the guide. So we're just going to auto-resolve it. As usual, I try and auto-resolve as much as possible at this stage, just because otherwise it takes too long. Now I'm just going to take the money. Yep, that's good. Got our 8 grand.
Here we go.
Get Grimgor up over here. I kind of like Grimgor's design, I've got to admit. I'll be going through route marcher, not route. No, route's here, boy. And we're going to do a recruitment of 2 Orc boys and 1 Goblin Archer. So I like his essentially kind of top plate shoulder sort of design. It reminds me of Terminators from Warhammer 40,000. So I always liked Terminators. Thought they were a good design. We're going to recruit ourselves a Black Orc Big Boss because we can. That's not that useful at the moment, at least. Perceptive is always good. We're going to go with Cunning, I guess. Increases our ambush success chance, which ain't a bad thing. And we'll get them together at Iron Rock. And speaking of going faster, we want even more campaign movement range. So lots of bonus campaign movement range for Grimgor. And that's turn 1. Nice and quick. No worries at all. Of course, I forgot to go through Grimgor's abilities and that sort of thing. And I didn't show what I did at Black Crag or any of the special buildings. So we'll quickly go back and do that. Well, I'll do the Black Crag bit now. So Black Crag's buildings. So he's got a couple of special buildings here, other than the usual orc stuff. He has the big fort at rank 4, where you unlock hero recruitment for Black Orc big bosses, which you do just for being Grimgor. But it also gives you +2 capacity and reduces your upkeep for Black Orcs and Biggins in all armies, which is already reduced as well, so it means you want to spam a lot of Black Orcs. Lowers your recruitment cost for Black Orcs, increases their rank for Black Orc units. Wait, is that 2 different? Okay. Oh, I see. One is +2 for all provinces, and one is just for this specific province. And it reduces their recruitment duration, and that there is awesome, because otherwise they're a 2-turn recruitment duration. So having that building and that building isn't a bad thing, because this one increases your capacity for Black Orc big bosses as well. So lots of Black Orc big bosses and Black Orcs in general. And there's Dork's Rock. I don't know who Dork is, but Dork is what we used to get called when we were in primary school. Anyway, Obedience +2 faction wide, which is your public order. Diplomatic relations +10 with all greenskins. Obedience +10 in the local region, or the local province, I should say. Lord recruit rate +2 faction wide, and global recruitment capacity +1 faction wide. So that's okay buildings. Nothing exciting, but okay. Now, I'm not popping him into Grimgor's army here, because we want to get straight into Iron Rock. And again, we'll just quickly auto-resolve our way through that. We will be able to get enough replenishment, hopefully. Oh, 17% ward save. That's actually not bad at all. Yeah, and you've got things like your Battle for Thundering Falls, which again, it does prove that he is a original race from Warhammer 1, because you really only get those from those ones. Now, because you will do a lot of looting and occupying, I think getting a looter is a good one, so I'll go that route. I'm going this one because orcs and goblins, or orcs, have a really bad economy. It sucks giant anuses, so I definitely need Mob Boss and Renowned and Feared for Grimgor. And I'll also need to do some recruiting. Not quite that much recruiting. And you're now going to head into there. And once more, I forgot to do his character details to show you his skills, because I'm an idiot, but you get that. So his blue line is normal, as I just showed. Red line is the usual buffs for various units and that sort of thing, depending on how you're going to go. I think it is Du Bois where you get your bonuses for your infantry, including Black Orcs. I'm pretty sure that includes Black Orcs. Or is it in the big lads? I can't remember exactly. It's all over the place. I'm pretty sure Du Bois for the Black Orcs, and that one there is for your artillery if you want to go that route, or you can go for the big lads where you get trolls and giants and rogue eagles and arachnaroks. Probably go Black Orcs for our friend here though. Then you can go either Ardlads for all your Orc units to get ward saves and more melee defense and armor and stuff, or you could look at Savage Smarts for your artillery, or both. Now, this one is the usual just buffs. Our friend, what's his face again? Grimgor. Yeah, I forget his name. Like, oh wow, Unbreakable. There you go. I didn't realise he actually got that as a skill there. There you go. He's got Dodgy Geezer, as most of them do. Bellower, more leadership aura. And just some leadership stuff. Weapon strength. And then you've got Best of the Best. So, which is essentially a ward save on himself. Just gives him more melee defense and damage resistance. And he's active if an enemy lord or hero is present in ability range. Doesn't actually give a range there though. Target soft duration. Yeah, doesn't actually tell you what the range of that is, so that's a bit weird. Okay, and we've buffed some Black Orcs here, so armor piercing weapon damage for Black Orc units and the charge bonus. Bonus versus large for Biggins and Savage Orc Biggins, and some leadership for them. Causes fear and terror. Fear and terror ain't that great. More hit points, and he'll get frenzy here as well, and he's faster. This here is his special Your Next ability. So if he targets an enemy within 75 meters, they've got to be a Lord or hero. Reduces their melee attack speed and melee defense for 24 seconds. So he can get, especially if he's like they're like in the middle of the Black Orcs or something, they'll really get themselves wrecked. Now, I'm not going to fix that. It's a waste of money. It'll slowly repair on its own. 2 more turns until that goes up. We can't recruit any more heroes at the moment. You get some interesting sort of little names for things as orcs, like Torturer. So, otherwise you get things like, most of them are the normal. I believe you do get knowledgeable goblin shamans. I can't remember, so it's good to keep an eye on things like that, just in case you can do a recruitment and disbandment to get the extra magic. Which is definitely something you'll want. Magic is invaluable. So you can get your feet of Gork to go stomping about the place. Alright, so he's up to 14. We'll need some more units in here. Hopefully soon we will see what we've got. Cool, that will be up. That'll be going as well. That's good. We don't have a lot of war power yet, but that's okay. Now, that lord will be coming down this way soon. He'll probably be raiding this turn, I'd say. Maybe next turn. It must be next turn that he'll start raiding. This part of the start is one of the few predictable parts of the Orc start. So, yes. Alright, we definitely need our gold mine to go up. We want more money. So we need that as well. And this is where I normally get a little bit stuck for what I should do. I do want it to grow quite quickly though, so let's... Or do I want to get that to get some nasty skulkers? Nasty skulkers are actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with the nasty skulkers actually. Just to be different. More research available. So we've got our campaign movement range. Let's go bigger now, because we want to get the big and bullies to reduce our recruitment cost as well. And that one as well. Gobby Gobbos is actually quite good for your goblin various units. Actually, that might be a better one, because we do have quite a few goblin archers at the moment. So let's go that route. Oh, that's right. That's why we don't go nasty skulkers. So we need to be able to recruit. So we'll go with that. Yeah. I don't want to send us completely broke either, so we'll just not worry about the other building. That's the best option. Now, sometimes you'll have Karakazul turn up soon here. Sometimes you'll find that these guys will get defeated by Barak Var, or sometimes the confederation with the dwarves and Barak Var will happen. It's a real grab bag of what could happen. Okay, we haven't had our main rival turn up yet, so we'll go for ambush stance here, and we will get a heap of shiny stuff. Try and get more money coming in. So it seems weird to be doing all this, but he is actually more powerful than us. He will have a larger army than us. I'm not sure on the lower levels if he will. He'll probably find he's not quite as powerful as you. Oh, there we go. So it's kind of we should be able to see a little bit of what he's got here. See, he's got things like nasty skulkers and stuff already, so we'll stay in ambush there. We're not going to strike out at him. Let's get our growth going up a little bit more. We had research. What am I doing? Why am I skipping over research? Now, Gobbo Crackdown, leadership +5 for orc unit, speed for melee infantry. You know what, that's actually really good as well. Let's just go for that. Why not? Yeah, that's not going to help us at all. That's actually pretty good for us. That'll actually be really good for especially the Black Orcs, who are already pretty tough and smashy. So, right. Let's see if we can get an ambush in here. If we do, we might be able to auto-resolve it. If not, we probably can't. Okay, that was different. What? I'm thinking he just wandered straight through like that. That's a bit shitty. Okay. Let's just fight this one. See how we go. Now, they don't have any artillery, which is very good for us, of course. They've got a Gorfang rock cut, but I've got a... I don't know, something. Now, what we want to do is create a speed bump for them, which is going to be these guys. Wait, where? Oh, okay, we're coming in from that side. So, that actually might help us quite a bit, maybe. May also be super bad for us, which is the more likely scenario. So let's get you two out up front. And now we've got to set up our infantry line. You two go for those wolf chariots. See if you can head them off at the pass. Oh man, I always hate how they arrange your units for you on here. It's really garbage. Okay, that's actually quite good. It looks like their units are mostly heading for... Yep, that looks good. So they're heading towards that mostly. So they're kind of doing some weird shit. So that'll give us some time to gather our forces, work out exactly what we're doing here. once we're organised a little, we'll be able to rearrange everything. We're going to have to push our gobbo archers quite a bit further forward. That's good. They're in a good spot to start doing their thing. Alright, who are you shooting at? Let's get you shooting into some groups over here. You two, start shooting at them. Don't move there, jeez. What are you doing? They're taking a little bit of damage from their shooting, which is to be expected. You archers go to there, that's good. Let's move our battle line up a bit. You start on them. You go for the flanking over there. One of our... Yeah, try to get into the flank there. You're firing into the back, that's good. Oh, they've gotten their war. We haven't gotten ours yet, unfortunately. Alright, you're going to get into the back line over here now. Our turn! Let's go smash some gits. Alright, you guys are doing a pretty good job here. Let's set those ways up the back there a bit. All they're really doing is, I'm just trying to keep them occupied. Alright, let's get you guys in here now as well. Good stuff. We're not doing great, but we are not entirely losing, I think, yet. Doing quite well over here. We can fire you into the back here. That'll probably be massively helpful. Send them across there. We're slowly eating our way through that pile of them. Yeah, you're right, it is time to war. Pull these guys back a bit. Wow, these guys really suck. Alright, we've managed to break all of that, so let's start getting things going over this side. So they've broken through our forces here, which is fine. It's to be expected. What we need now to do is stop them from getting too close to us here. Get a bit of a pincer going in. Oh. Get off the artillery and do a run-up. We don't want to lose you guys. Wasn't paying attention over here, so they're taking a fair bit more damage. Let's see, can we... No, we can't actually withdraw them. That's good. Well, they should be getting the army loss penalties pretty soon by the look of things. Oh no, there it is, the army loss penalties. So there we go. Gorfang Rockgut defeated. I don't think we completely lost any units. They are still at full. 187, they held for quite a long time. Forgot to use his special ability, but that's okay. He wasn't anywhere near Gorfang. There we go. I don't think I would have won that if I'd auto-resolved it, so that's good. Everyone got to do a lot of killing, so that's good. Especially some of their units. Yeah, some of our units did pretty good. Mostly the goblins did well. The doom divers did quite well. Well, oh, they did okay, I guess. Yeah, let's take... Oh, that's right. It will only give replenishment to the garrison, so let's not do that. That's good. We'll have him confederated next turn. And we've had Barak Var unite against us, so that's not very good. So that will cause some problems. Hello? Oh, I know, it's because the garrison beat him. So, smash our way through like that. That will sort it out. Ooh, potion of healing for Grimgor now as well. Yep, there it is. Form Confederation. Alright, so at the moment it seems we've gotten to go to war with Barak Var, which isn't too good for us at the moment. But they don't have a big army there. So we will have to do something about that. First thing we will have to do, though, is get rid of him. So he just costs us way too much to have. He's got a rank 2, one of them. We actually want to be able to get that up to rank 4. And I'll keep the rank 2 one there for now, because that'll mean I can consolidate my damaged orc units. And I think I'm going to get a couple of nasty skulker units, because that'll be very good against the dwarves. I'm not going to go into raiding stance. Actually, what I should do is jump into Iron Rock to get the extra replenishment. Then we'll recruit some nasty skulkers. Alrighty, we get him Looter, we get him Dead Ard, and we'll go for hard to hit as well. The harder he is to hit, the better. As you can see, he's got a good shield, he's got a lot of armor, and if we make him give him high melee defense, he will be very hard to kill. Having things like casualty replenishment rate as well is very good, and you can kind of work out what you prefer from this line here as well. Minus 20% figure loss for all orc units in the hero's army is awesome though, because that keeps you fresher for longer. Commandment wise, what do we have? Recruitment, local recruitment capacity, income, we want growth. and obedience. Reason that we don't want to go for that is because, well, we want to get to rank 4 of that. So we could upgrade that one into there, but in 4 turns we'll be able to go for that. So you got to kind of pick and choose what you're going to go for. Got some damage buildings. We're not going to increase that settlement size for the moment. Not going to worry about that. And that is where we are going to leave the first half of the Getting Started guide. So that gives us Gorfang Rock Gut. It also means that if we go here, Gorfang Rock Gut will be in our Orc Boss options. He's only aggressive, so whoop-de-doo. He's just a normal Orc Boss with a special name. So not really worth it. He was a bragger, so he's not really worth keeping either. But that's it for the first half of the Getting Started guide. Stay tuned for the second half. We may end up going up here and fighting it out with him. It will all depend on what happens with this army. Some nasty skulkers. We'll probably get rid of this goblin unit as well. Actually, you know what might be a good idea? Because we've got the scrap, we could increase their armor. Oh no, increase their leadership. Do we do jagged weapons or longer weapons? We'll wait till we can get jagged weapons, I think. Anyway, that's been me, Ashen Ninja. This is Grimgor Ironhide, who needs to, before he can be the best, he needs to be decent. If only he would be. I'll see you in the next episode. Hope you have a good one. Later.